Hey everybody, today we're going to make this tool tote. First we need to break down our lumber. And you can see I didn't do it in the most efficient way, but I wanted to make sure I got as much of the beetle tracks as possible. Then it's the joiner, planer, and table saw to get it down to the right dimensions. Speaking of dimensions, this build is loosely based on a Woodcraft magazine article from issue 88. I'll leave a link to that free article if you want more details. If you want to stay up to date on the latest in the Woodcraft shop, be sure to subscribe. For the handle, I like to get most of the material out with a Forstner bit before I route it. This template is designed to be used with our T-Track hold down clamps to clamp it down without getting in the way of your router, but you can also use double stick tape. Then, using our plunge base router with a 1/4 inch spiral upcut bit and a 3/8 inch guide bushing, we'll route out the shape of our handle. While we're here making a mess with the router, I'll give it a round over so it's more comfortable in the hand. I filled the beetle holes with some black CA glue. I'm not really sure why, just for fun I guess. It really wasn't needed on this project. We don't have a dovetail jig in the shop, and I can't hand cut them, so I went with box joints using this jig from Incra. Then, using the same dado blade, I cut the grooves for the bottom panel and dados for the handle. I've been wanting to add some color to my life lately, so I decided to go with plywood for the bottom panel and try out this old-fashioned milk paint. It comes as a powder, and you mix it with water until it's like a thick milkshake consistency, and then you paint it on. I ended up doing 2 coats for a little bit better coverage. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be, but also a lot thicker. I think it turned out nice though. Then I added some dowel holes, cleaned up the saw marks, and applied some hemp oil ahead of assembly. I went with hemp oil because they also recommended over the milk paint to help protect it. This was an interesting assembly because of all the box joints, plus the dowels, plus the bottom panel, but it all came together. I ended up doing an end and the handle first with the dowels on that end, then the 2 sides so I could slide in the bottom and then lock it in place with the other end. I forgot I would have to trim up the box joints, but that's okay because I just used hemp oil so I can add a little bit more and it'll blend right in. I think it turned out super cool. Let me know what wood and color combo you would have used in the comments. Now it's time to load up our tools and get to work.